takes a lot to make a film that has actors like Vicky Kaushal, Divya Datta, Ashutosh Rana tiring, and in that effort, this film almost succeeds. Hi, I'm Pratiksha Mishra and you're listening to my review of Chhaava. इस फिल्म की बात करते हुए दो ऐसी चीजें हैं जो डिस्कस करना इज इंपॉर्टेंट. एक तो द फिल्म्स मेरिट एज अ पीस ऑफ आर्ट एज सिनेमा ऑफन इज, एंड सेकंड इज द हैंडलिंग ऑफ द सब्जेक्ट मैटर. Chhaava, based on the Marathi novel of the same name, stars Vicky Kaushal as Sambhaji Maharaj, the second Maratha ruler and the son of Chhatrapati Shivaji, and also the man whose legacy essentially exists under. फिल्म के शुरुआती सीन्स में ही औरंगजेब played by Akshay Khanna is informed of Shivaji's demise. जब उसकी कोर्ट में सब लोग खुशी मना रहे हैं, he is mourning the death of a very competent adversary. This is also what perhaps marks the start of the Deccan Wars, a series of conflicts between the Mughal Empire and Shivaji's descendants. But this mourning is short-lived because this is where Sambhaji comes in with a ruthless attack on a Mughal outpost where the Maratha warriors emerge victorious. अब ये एक ऐसी फिल्म है जो कोई भी बनाना चाहेगा और बहुत सारे लोग देखना भी चाहेंगे. Whether the film that we actually get is watchable or not is the actual question. I kept asking myself this question, especially after I left the theatre, when I realized that the film is 85% sword fights and very light gore, and it shouldn't have been because the story in itself is quite interesting. Let's talk about the film as a piece of art first. Lakshman Utekar, who is a director of this film, started his career as a cinematographer, and because of that उनको विजुअल लैंग्वेज की बहुत ही अच्छी समझ है. एज अ डायरेक्टर along with cinematographer Saurabh Goswami, the cinematography and the visual language of the film is actually pretty good. जितने भी fight sequences हैं, there are a lot of them, it's almost very repetitive, are captured and executed pretty well. अगर वो किसी cramped space में हो या बहुत ही बड़े field में हो, the camera switches effortlessly to capture the mode, and that genuinely is one of the film's best parts. Goswami manages to keep this tension high across the film, expertly playing with the way light and shadow comes into play, especially in sequences like this. एक particular sequence है which personally is my favorite I think in this film, जहाँ पे close quarters में झगड़ा हो रहा है. There is war happening, soldiers are fighting with each other, shields come up to create a sort of canopy, and now everyone is being kind of crushed into each other. The walls practically formed by the people are closing in on everyone. It's suffocating to watch. It's extremely cramped, and the background score is also extremely muted, जैसे कि एक distance से आ रहा हो. Truly one place where you see what this film could have been. It is mesmerizing to watch. It is of course a pity that this scene comes very late in the film, जब तक हम already थोड़ा सा थक चुके हो. इन technical aspects को छोड़ के Chhaava plays out practically how you would expect it to. ये जो फिल्म का नाम है Chhaava, here stands for lion cub to be precise. The metaphorical lion obviously is Shivaji, and Chhaava is the character played by Vicky Kaushal. He is living in the legacy of his father and is also trying to fulfill his dreams. The legacy of course is that of a Maratha ruler constantly locking horns with the Mughal Empire, and the dream is of the Hindvi Swaraj. और ये दोनों ही काफी massive undertakings, and sure you need to be brave, you need to be courageous, you have to have valor, but you also need strategy to kind of make these things come true. और ये जो strategizing है इस फिल्म में से almost completely absent है. एक जगह where we see Sambhaji and his allies planning a guerrilla attack of sorts on advancing forces, we get a hint of this strategy that takes place, but ये भी ऐसे poetic lines और flowery language में छुप जाता है. We don't get to actually see it. If I'm constantly seeing war sequences as impressively mounted as they are, I need to get a bit of an idea about the behind the scenes. I want to know why these strategies are in place, why this would work and this wouldn't. Give me something. और ये जो dizzying effect और exhaustion है वो इसलिए भी आता है because ये film interested ही नहीं है in making an interesting film. It's interested in reverence. It's interested in painting a god-like figure. It is not interested in telling you an actual story, and that is why a lot of the film just kind of becomes one tone. और ऐसी film में, which is a periodical drama, it's an historical epic, one toneness is almost unforgivable. और इस tone में जितना ही makers आपको story बताने की कोशिश करते हैं, आपको उतना ही कम भरोसा उन पे होने लगता है. For instance, the term Swarajya in itself is not as easy as the film makes it out to be. ये एक ऐसा idea है which was carried forward through centuries. This is an idea that people are ready to lay their lives down for. Swarajya or self-rule, if you directly translate it, is also an idea that was adapted to India's freedom struggle against the British rule. तो इस idea का जो essence है वो इस film में capture नहीं हो पाता, and it is genuinely one of the most crucial aspects of this film. और जिस film में interesting storytelling के लिए जगह नहीं है, वहाँ nuance के लिए जगह कहाँ से आएगी? The storytelling is very clearly stilted. It's also the kind of storytelling जो हम इन फिल्मों से expect करते हुए आए हैं पिछले कुछ सालों से. It just isn't brave enough to break out of that mold. कहीं पे अगर थोड़ा सा deviation होता है इस norm से, is in Neil Bhupalam's turn as Akbar. ये जो चंद sequences हैं जहाँ पे हमें संभाजी और अकबर के बीच के interactions देखने को मिलते हैं, is the only hint that this film makes about the relationship between these empires being more complicated than just a rebel force and a very ruthless adversary. There is more to this story and I haven't read the book, maybe the book doesn't touch upon it, but अगर आप एक historical film बना रहे हो तो ये historical context बहुत ही ज़्यादा important है. Even a performer as effective and versatile as Vicky Kaushal is reduced to acting out this one tone in different settings. वो तो वो actor इतने अच्छे हैं that he manages to make it effective and manages to eke out one of his best performances from the little that he is given. Genuinely, it's his performance, his magnificent performance that makes you want to keep watching this film. चाहे वो गुस्से में हो, victory में हो, indignance में हो, defeat में हो, जो भी हो, he's always roaring, he's always screaming, and this could have become tiring very, very quickly if it wasn't Vicky Kaushal playing the role. And that's why it's not surprising कि जहाँ Vicky Kaushal को थोड़ा और range explore करने को मिलता है, that is where the film connects more deeply with the protagonist. That's where the audience also connects more deeply with the protagonist, especially in the more vulnerable moments, the more humanized moments, जहाँ पे he's mourning the loss of a family member or he's mourning the people he's lost in battle. This is where the film actually seems a little effective. और यहाँ पे हमें ये भी देखने को मिलता है कि this character could have been much more than what he is on screen right now. That being said, the other characters don't fare very well. Rashmika Mandanna plays Yesubai and she looks the part. She looks as regal as she needs to. पर जो performance है वो fit नहीं करता इस character को, so it becomes very difficult to buy into it. जो उनके sequences हैं with Sambhaji are sure, they're heartwarming, they're nice to watch, but as a whole, this performance just doesn't fit into this film as such. Then there's also Diana Penty who plays Zinnat Unnisa Begum, who played a very crucial role in Aurangzeb's reign. पर उनका जो performance is reduced to reaction shots in the first half of the film, और second half of the film में she is just giving orders for cruel torture. This is another character which could have been very interesting, but the film again is not brave enough to do that. Akshay Khanna, with quite an impressive prosthetic magic in play, is unrecognizable as the actor. उनके काफी जो sequences हैं are of him emoting just through his eyes and through the exhaustion that seeps into his physicality throughout the film, and generally a very impressive performance. Again, the pity is that it's again very one tone. It's just a very basic villain for a Bollywood film, but we don't get to see more. Then there's Ashutosh Rana and Divya Datta, both playing very crucial roles, but they're both as actors underutilized. एक और चीज़ है इस film की which becomes blatantly clear very early on is that this film is suffering from a Mel Gibson and Tarantino hangover. जो Mel Gibson का shadow है does play out for the film pretty well, but जो Tarantino-esque effects हैं are not working, especially with the background score. The background score by A.R. Rahman, first of all, is so loud and it's so overwhelming. The other issue, of course, is also that this background score does not fit this film. ये film 17th century पे based है, तो background score ऐसा क्यों है जो 2024 की film में भी आ सकता था? Film का जो second half है वो उसके first half से काफी हद तक बेहतर है. The first half was very scattershot, very distracted. Second half is much more streamlined. जब तक film का climax आता है, which is very obviously inspired by Mel Gibson's The Passion of Christ, you are feeling very, very tired. आपकी सारी energy जा चुकी है, and yet you try to invest again because of Vicky Kaushal's exemplary performance. The only respite we get here is from the interactions between Sambhaji and the poet that he had termed as Chandoga Madhya, played by Vineet Singh. He was a poet, he was a friend, he was a confidant, और उनके बीच में interaction एक होता है which is done purely through poetry, and there is where you can see what this film could have been. There is so much potential in this film, but all of it is squandered again because जो इस film का subject है is brave, is courageous, but the film in itself is not nearly as brave as it should have been, and that is why my rating for Chhaava is quite a reluctant 2.5 stars out of 5.